Well, good afternoon and welcome to Citizen Sports at 1. My name is Wahiga Mwaura and we get started with football, where the Zambia national football team, the Chipolopolo, are expected in the country tomorrow at 10 a.m. for Sunday's Africa Cup of Nations 2017 qualifier. Now, the Chipolopolo are currently ranked 74th on the FIFA table and will face the Harambee Stars on Sunday at the Nyayo National Stadium. The Harambee Stars are also in camp and will be joined by Dennis Oliech and McDonald Mariga, among other foreign players. The Stars are ranked currently at position 116th across the world and 35th in Africa. Obviously, that's the big match of this weekend. Sunday, 4 p.m, Harambee Stars versus Chipolopolo. We'll have more updates about that match, who'll be featuring in it, and so much more in our subsequent bulletins. But now further afield, where Anthony Marshall has been given no guarantees by Manchester United manager Louis van Gaal that he will play as a striker. Now, the 19-year-old teenager spoke for the first time on Wednesday about his move to Old Trafford from Monaco on transfer deadline day for an initial fee of £36 million, making him the most expensive teenager in history. Marshall could make his debut against Liverpool at Old Trafford on the 12th of September and is not fazed by the fact that United captain Wayne Rooney did not know who he was until he joined the club. Well, the phrase "you should know people" seems very applicable there. On to other news related to Manchester United, and David De Gea should accept and move on. That is the message Manchester United forward Juan Mata had yesterday as he expressed confidence in the ability of De Gea to put his failed transfer bid behind him and focus on the national Spain team. De Gea's move to Real was wrecked in bizarre circumstances on Monday when the paperwork was not delivered until after the midnight deadline. Real and United blamed each other for the bureaucratic blunder, which means De Gea will remain in Manchester, while Real's Costa Rica goalkeeper Keylor Navas, who was meant to join United as part of the deal, stays in Madrid. Now, 4 times Asian champions Japan were left in disbelief after falling to a barren draw against Singapore in June in Group E. They now have a chance at redemption if they can win a World Cup qualifier against Cambodia later today in Tokyo. Japan should win comfortably against lowly Cambodia, but will be wary of any more slip-ups. After this match in Saitama, Japan will face Afghanistan 5 days later in the Central Asians nominated venue of Iran because of the security issues at home. A FIFA delegation made a tour of St. Petersburg's new state-of-the-art stadium in Russia yesterday, which is due to be completed next year. This stadium will be the home arena for Zenit St. Petersburg and will seat 69,000 people. It has been built to host matches in the Confederations Cup, a warm-up tournament, and then the 2018 World Cup itself. The games will take place in 2018 from June 14th to July 15th at 12 stadiums, 2 of which are located in the Russian capital. Well, the Olympics could be coming to Africa, South Africa to be more specific. But before you begin celebrating, the nation has to prove its ability to handle such global sporting events by successfully hosting the 2022 Commonwealth Games that will take place in Durban. Now, this will be the first time these games are hosted in Africa. Previously, Cape Town had bid for the Olympics in 2004 but finished 3rd in the bidding process. The next Commonwealth Games before those in Durban will be held at Australia's Gold Coast in 2018. Well, can't wait for the day when Kenya will make a bid for one of those big tournaments. Finally, staying in South Africa, the Springbok rugby team got the go-ahead to compete in the upcoming Rugby World Cup yesterday after a court challenge by a small political party agency for New Agenda, in brackets ANA, made this complaint. The party had tried to prevent the South African national squad taking part in this month's Rugby World Cup to be held in England and Wales because 22 of the 31-player squad were white. Criticism within the country has intensified in recent years after South Africa fielded a mainly white team against Argentina at home, only to lose 37-25. A week later, the Springboks included more black players for a follow-up match in Buenos Aires and won 26-12. Historically, South African rugby has been dominated by whites, although the late Nelson Mandela united the country by supporting the Springboks in the 1995 Rugby World Cup, and they won.
Very quick. Where are you going?